is Jackie Lee, and today I'm going to be talking about how one place, the Food Bazaar Supermarket, has changed in the last 10 years. It has been affected by immigration and gentrification, which is apparent in the food that is sold here. It is common knowledge that the food sold at a local grocery store or supermarket reflects the neighborhood. With that being said, today I'm going to be focusing on Asian food and organic food, which demonstrates immigration and gentrification respectively. So we are now in the Asian food aisle. As you can see from the sign, it said Chinese food, but I believe that's wrong because this is not just Chinese food, but food from all over Asia. This section was not always here, and I can't remember what it was, but I know it wasn't Asian goods. However, I can tell you that one of the main reasons this section was created was to accommodate the Asian population in the neighborhood. I can tell you that about 8 to 10 years ago, there were probably 4 Asian families that I knew of that lived in this neighborhood. And today, there are more than I can count. And to digress a bit, there's actually a housing complex right across the street that is inhabited by Asian families, mostly Asian families, if not only them. But back to my point, this section was not created overnight just to accommodate the Asian population. It was a work in progress. It was a slow and gradual one that happened over the course of many years. And even though it looks complete, this section is still a work in progress because there are so much other food that can be included. As you can see, all they have mainly here is Chinese sauces and some basic oils and salt and yeah. We are not in the supermarket right now. However, I will be talking about the organic section in the supermarket. In recent years, this area has become gentrified, which is when that section in the supermarket was created. Of course, correlation does not imply causation. However, in this case, I would say it does. From my personal experience, I can tell you that most people don't shop in the organic section because they're not buying for naturalness and freshness. They're buying for affordability and if it can be edible. With that being said, the organic section is really not necessary for the immigrant population community, which is why I would say that it was created specifically because of gentrification. However, interestingly enough, that section was very small or almost non-existent 4 to 5 years back. And it was only in recent years when people started noticing that area. Aisle we were just in, the Asian food aisle, the organic section food did not appear overnight. It was created over many years and was a slow process to accommodate these new individuals moving into the neighborhood. And personally, I would say that this section will continue to grow and expand within the next couple of years. However, I would say that it would still be limited to that specific area only because the supermarket still has to accommodate to the immigrant population. Then again, in a couple of years, the immigrant population may not exist. Anything I talked about today even important? Well, I think today, in the 21st century, a lot of people overlook the fact that immigration still exists, or they limit immigration to one specific ethnicity or group. Generally speaking, when people hear immigrants or immigration, they think of people coming from Hispanic countries. But obviously, that's not the case. As I've shown you today, immigrants are still coming from Asian countries and probably other countries as well. In fact, even gentrification is a form of immigration to some extent. And what I want to show you today was that immigration didn't stop in the 1800s or 1900s. It was simply redefined to be something else or given a new definition. And And a lot of people think that the term immigration is archaic or obsolete. But the truth is, it's still a very important part of New York City. And immigration is what really defines New York. Immigrants are coming from all over the world and settling in neighborhoods in New York City. So these changes that occur to the neighborhood happen essentially overnight. And in these short periods of time, one group would leave a neighborhood and another group would come in, and the whole culture and identity of the neighborhood would change almost instantaneously. But nowadays, this process can take several years before these changes are even noticeable. And then it will take even more years before you can look back at a neighborhood and say, well, this neighborhood used to be a Hispanic neighborhood, Asian neighborhood, or even a white neighborhood maybe. My name is Jackie Lee, and today I'm going. Start over. It's from gentrification. As you can see, we are.
Oh.
All matter. Why is anything I talk about today even important? Anything I talk about today is even important.